All right. So there's one vehicle from the original Micro Machines game that we haven't seen yet, which is the boat. And amazingly, we haven't actually seen from the 96 version the go-kart. So like that's the original badge. That's what people get when they subscribe, the first badge. So I was thinking we'd load up those games again, show those vehicles, show a race with those vehicles, because those are the only two left badge-wise that we haven't seen in previous races in the other playthroughs. And then we'll try to create a track on the 96 edition. Alright, so the boat is on this one, Micro Machines 2. I don't think the boat is on the 96 one. We should be able to find it with the time trial. Wait, is the time trial? Yeah, I can choose. That's the hovercraft. The hovercraft is actually in this game only available as a time trial. It's not available as a race. Boat. See, so much content. There we go, power boats. Finally. I think there's a boat race in the league version of this game. The hovercraft appears nowhere. But yeah, this was the thing with the boats. You would either go upstream and fight against it, or the track would be going downstream as well. Like depending on the track, you would either go up with the current or against it. I can kind of see why they didn't bother including them in the 96 version and just did the hovercraft instead. But yeah, there you go. For those of you in the chat with the boat badge, this is where it came from. It's not as if it doesn't appear very often in the game, I suppose. Yeah, Phil, that's you. Bronze boat. It's the boat after the hovercraft, right? In the badges. Or is the hovercraft after the boat? I think the hovercraft's first, isn't it? But yeah, I can see why they didn't include them. They weren't the most interesting races, these ones. That hovercraft race that we did in the 96 version was a lot better. One thing that I noticed was this one. No, it wasn't this one. There, Mini Micro. I think this is going to be small versions of the sports cars again, but actually on a pool table. Hovercraft then boat, yes. Yeah, there we go. I remember this track. Oh, I used to love this track. This is the one that actually made me feel like totally real, like for me. And you know, I was talking when we were doing the initial playthrough that like I had that little pool table. This is the one that actually made me feel like I could recreate that. I bet I recreated this track with my pool cue down the side and playing cards to get them up on the side on my little tiny pool table. I absolutely would have done. I'm pretty sure I did that. Just recreate this track for real. Maybe not exactly because I didn't have all the balls, but that was a cool one. That's the bathtub one. I wanted to show the dragster one on the toilet bowl rim because that was a pain in the ass. This one. I mean, it's a pain in the ass just running it on your own, but imagine having another 4 people, well, 4 cars. That was all it was, but you had another 3 cars going up against you. And again, those are the kind of races that are in the league mode, I think. There's all different tracks in the Super League and different tracks in the head-to-head and stuff. Oh yeah. When your toilet bowl's it, why is your toilet bowl a pain in the ass? You're doing something wrong. I wonder if they've got that crossover track. Garage games, it's not that one. That's the mini micro again. Still love the music even now. Crossing Chaos, there it is. I just set it to 3 laps. I want to check these other vehicles on the crossover. There are some different vehicles on this. Like, what's this? These two are completely new vehicles. You can't race with them in any of the games. They don't have any intro screens or anything. This looks like a sort of off-roader with 4 lights. And I don't know what that's meant to be. Looks like it's got a spoiler on the back. I'll have to extract these as well. Hang on, let me get a screenshot. Because I can extract them from this. We're not going to use them as badges. And again, I don't have any like intro screens for them or anything. Like the badges are set now, but it would be nice just to get them. Oh, it's actually... that's better. There we go. GT... Yeah, I mean... Interesting. We found something today. Unused stuff. There was a cop car. There's a cop car on the back. I know I showed it on the Saturday stream, but on the back of the 96 box, when it focuses, come on, there you go. There, cop cars, and that wasn't a thing. You couldn't race with those in this game. So I wonder if one of these is meant to be that or something, or they've just, you know, they had other icons, and you know, these things don't get found. Like the monster truck, the big monster truck that this game used for the Extra Life game. I'd never seen that during my playthrough, and I just totally forgot about it because I hadn't done any of the Extra Life games. This is like Micro Machines fact finding. It is. I remember on this map I always used to like go around and explore other roads and other areas just because it was so much fun. Yeah, it's the same cars again. But yeah, those are new, those are different. I'll get the screenshot from here. The go-kart is the last car. The first badge that you get for subscribing. And it's the last car that we've seen during these playthroughs. We've seen all the others now. Even those extra ones that we weren't meant to see. Let's see. I guess single race is going to be the best way to do it. The go-kart tracks were always... Yeah, they were gym themed. There's the go-kart. I think this featured more in the league of this game rather than the challenge. On the trampoline. I always found I seem to remember finding these races quite difficult because the go-kart was quite quick, but you didn't have much warning for some of the corners. The quicker cars were always the more difficult ones. Time to add a new idea to my growing list of traffic themes on Project Homecoming. Micro Machines traffic. Could be interesting and sentimental, depending on what, yeah. See all these cars, as close as you can get anyway. If you stick to the badges as well, the cars that we used for the badges, the sub-badges, people can spot their own cars, their own badge. Fail. So there it is, the go-kart. That was only on the 96 game. And that's the first badge that you can get when you subscribe. I'll probably make that the first badge when you become a YouTube member as well. Mainly interesting. Oh, the other Drag King. Oh yeah, yeah. We didn't use the dragster icon for a badge because it was too skinny and too long, and it really didn't look good at badge size, honestly. Alright, construction kits. New. Wait. How do you delete? Oh, I see what you're gonna do. CCGP. Vehicle do we use? You guys tell me. We got the 4x4, the convertible, the supercar, the F1 car, the rally car, ATV, off-roader, LMP car, Le Mans car, the buggy, or the bug. Everyone's just going to say whatever badge they have, aren't they? One vote for convertible, one vote for bug. Of course, Phil picks the Volkswagen. Convertible was said first, so we're going to go for convertible. Alright, attributes. Oh yeah, you can change the vehicle performance. Actually, let's minimize. Let's put it on the lowest it could be. So you can have whichever vehicle icon you want, and then make it perform however you want as well. Oh, you can change the weather. I forgot you could change the weather. Frosty. This was like amazing in 1996. All right. Surface. Let's change the surface first. I think we want to be on grass. We want to be outside. Let's do grass. The floor. Wait, is that meant to be grass? Because that's grass. Look at this. Like, you just had an entire square all to yourself just to... Like, this is so advanced for 1996. You could make your own track. I do remember just spending a lot of time in this. That's not what I wanted to do. Just getting used to the controls. Better than the Rockstar creator, I know. Alright, there we go. And then we want to go this way. Oh yeah, you can change the outline as well of the blocks. This isn't going to be able to be a perfectly accurate representation of cutting coroner's GP. I'm not even going to be able to get. I don't have enough space. I was thinking this is the start, and then you go over to the left under the tunnel, and then to the right. But then you've got to go up a bit more, and then okay. I think I'm biting off more than I can chew with trying to create cutting coroner's GP. I don't want to spend hours here. I used to spend hours here. Back in the day as a youngster. I loved this. I loved creating my own tracks. We'll make something simple and race on it, just to showcase it, I guess. Young Broughy walked with this so older Broughy could make the LSGP tracks. Yeah. I have no idea, Phil, whether it adds checkpoints or how it works. I've got absolutely no clue. All right, we're skipping out like half of the track. We're going straight down to the hairpin. Oops. As a 6-7-year-old, this blew my mind. All right, we've got our track outline. I don't know how to get rid of things, but oh, there you go. You can just do surface and get rid of that and that. But you've got hazards and things as well. Hops block, so we can change it. Let's say this. I don't exactly know what it is, but we can have a hop section. We got bricks, soda cans. I don't know what that is. Tape deck. Let's put a tape deck on the final corner so you can't cut it. Oh, bridges. You can have a bridge like up here. General hazards. Let's have the penguin bar. Like, this is so basic, but I remember even as a young kid just spending hours crafting like the perfect circuit. Horizontal hazard, circular hazard, jump block. Special feature, we got the hammer or the stamper. Skids. Like, it's so cool. The other vertical blocks are game boxes. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, in 1996, this was around. Like, what? Alright, let's test it. Track is not a loop. It is a loop! I wonder if the hops block. I don't know what exactly that does, but I think that might have ruined it. Maybe the jumps as well, I don't know. Well, it knows. It knows that it wasn't a loop for whatever reason. Maybe the jump gives it an issue as well, but let's see. Not a loop. Could be the jump is on the wrong side, maybe. There we go. Track has a legal circuit of length 44. Damn. There we are with my really slow convertible. Oh yeah, we're in frosty weather. My really slow convertible with no grip. Those are Micro Machines game boxes. Micro Machines 96. We got our jump block. Oh, I think whatever block you have, it changes all the blocks. And these are just, you can just hop over. I can try a shortcut. It knows. I don't know how it knows, but it knows. Holy hell. That's so smart. What about if I shortcut the last corner? I can shortcut the last corner. There must be like some tolerance or something. Super slow convertible with no grip, no acceleration. Let's change the weather and max out the performance of the car and see how different it is. Attributes. Let's go max speed, max grip, max acceleration. Nine. Let's do rainy. Like the depth. My God, it's so fast. Whee! Bloody hell. If this feels like the Formula 1 cars, I think the Formula 1 cars in the main game perform like this. Which makes sense for them to be the fastest. So cool. It's amazing. 1996 and you can create your own track when you get in the game. Like, as a kid, I'd gone through playing the first game that we played through, then playing the military game. And then I got this game, which not only had new cars and new tracks and new game modes and a new experience to add on to what I already was loving about the first game, But it also had this where I could make my own track. It was like magical. It's just so cool. Like, just really, really cool. And these games, I spent more time on these games than anything else on my Sega Mega Drive. And that is why we have these icons as badges now. It's just, it just makes sense. And we've played through a little bit of all of the games now as well, so there's a bit more of background there to where all the badges come from. And hopefully you've seen your badge as in the game as we've been playing tonight. So good. I recommend anyone to get these games. Obviously, I've still got my originals from '96, but like, get them downloaded or whatever, and getting an emulator like I've done with this, and just try them out. There's hours of fun. Rassaru said something earlier about police chases in Pro League. I don't remember that. Let me look up a playthrough. Okay, Pro League. I'll put the monitor on. So if it's... I think the tracks were the same. Alright, so those are go-karts. Supercars. Oh! I stand corrected. I didn't remember this at all. Not chasers, but I'm sure there was a cop car race somewhere. Could be wrong though, as I haven't played it in a long time. You're absolutely right. Oh my god. Right, well, we need to load it up and check it out for real. So, hunting down the missing cop car. I wonder what put it into my head that it didn't exist. It might have just been that I couldn't remember it, and then I never experienced it during any of the research that I did on the games in the first place. When I played through all the challenges and things, I just never experienced it. It didn't exist to me in all of the research that I've done and all of the playing of the games that I've done. So it's meant to be in this Division 2. It doesn't actually matter if we finish these races or win them, because in the league play, you go through at least the first one regardless. I love the gym theme of the go-karts, by the way. So they weren't false advertising with cop cars on the box, like I said before. I totally forgot about the cop cars existing. Now that I've seen it on that playthrough on YouTube, yeah, I do remember, but it was only like that one race, I think. And it was never, like, the thing that's thrown me off, which is kind of weird as well, like, in the first game, the hovercraft, there wasn't a race for the hovercraft in any of the race modes. Oh, great. If to get the hovercraft, I had to go into the time trial and select the track. There's little things like that in these games where, I didn't see the cop cars in any of the time trial listings where you can choose the course and choose the track. The cop cars weren't there, they didn't exist. So that's another reason I missed it. Like, I can choose a supercars race as a course in the time trial section, but I can't choose a cop car race. Was it really only the one race that we're going to do in the entire game that had cop cars? Whoops. I wasn't looking. Oh, blue's gone. We did this track in the first game. mean, we're still not changing the badges. But I just need to see this cop car that I thought didn't exist. And now I realise does. That car in the top left again. Phil, I'm not sure what you're meaning. Like where? Oops. Don't need to do particularly well in these. The race end screen on the Micro Machines card. Okay. So this is the Pro League. I do remember it now. Now that I've seen it, I do remember that race with cop cars. And I remember it being really weird. Like, at the time when I was younger, it felt very, like, out of nowhere. I haven't experienced these cop cars in any of the other races or anywhere else, and I just randomly get this cop car race. I totally thought that didn't exist. The hidden extras that we're finding when you make Micro Machines, your badges, and then actually play through the game. Oh. And Rasaru coming through, telling us all that it existed. I would have just ended the game and been none the wiser. Yeah, maybe I had a repressed memory of those cop cars. Maybe it's a bad race. Let's see. Do you mean the car on the? Yeah, I think that's just it. Again, it's just more of an artistic car again, like the other cars that are dotted around the map onto the other tracks. They're not models. Look, cop cars! I can't believe it. Get a screenshot of that. Not that I'm gonna use it for anything, mind, but I just want it because I didn't believe it. They actually have cop cars in this version of the game. I can't, but I'm staggered. I remember this now. I do. It was all so weird because it was just out of nowhere. Like, there's no other cars that use this track. I don't think there's cop cars anywhere else in the game. From what I can remember, there might be one other race somewhere, I don't know, but yeah, we got, you know, the trains going on. This is just, yeah, mind blown. And bloody hell, it is difficult. The AI in this is ridiculous. Holy moly. I can't believe what I just watched. Yeah, this in the top left, it's just an artistic impression of a car. Like you can kind of tell the difference when you're looking at it. That doesn't seem like it's not the same. It doesn't feel like it's made the same way as the models that we're actually racing with. This is so weird. So many, like, my mind is blown. We've discovered so many things today. Gone. I mean, I'm gonna finish last in this anyway. I need to go back to that cop car race. I'm going to restart. I want to go back to it. I want to do it again. I want to experience that again. It's so weird that it's in such a, like, unique location. Like, if you go, like, this is what I was talking about. If I go on these time trials, I think this is one of the things that I did originally. If you go through all of these, you don't see a cop car race. And I think I did this originally just to make sure that I had, like, all the vehicles noted down, because I assumed that they would all be here available to do as, like, a time trial that you can choose from. Wait. Yeah, no, it's the rally car. Like, it's not here. That's amazing. I can't believe it. It's literally one cop car race only in that one place of the league. And never used again. That's not what I wanted. Damn it. I need to restart. The good old days of Mega Drive having to restart rather than go back. Almost like a Rockstar game mode. I know, right? Pro League. As soon as I saw it in that YouTube video, that it came flashing back to me, but I still just can't believe it. Mind absolutely blown. Got another few models to add to the list. I just want to get to this cop car race again and then I'll be done with these Micro Machines playthroughs. I want to see it again. I want to explore the vehicle. Yeah, 3 new models through these playthroughs. Those 2 vehicles from the crossovers that you can't use. And then the police car that I didn't previously have the model extracted for. And it doesn't show up in any other... Like, I went on other websites to find information about the games before I, pursued this just in the early stages of my research. And the cop car wasn't on any of those either. It's just like it's been forgotten about by everybody. Feels like it's some leftover race they just wanted to put somewhere. I know, right? I'm surprised that they didn't do anything extra because it looks like an interesting, like, area and theme. It looked like it was a model train set. You're racing around a model train set. Like, that's a great idea. I wonder why they didn't do more races like that. More tracks and utilising the cop cars. It's funny, a few people have said the 3D version of Micro Machines was better, but I didn't like it as much as these 2D versions. These are the classics for me. Oh, bloody hell. To be fair, there might be another cop race somewhere in the league or in the Pro Challenge or something, but even when I watched through playthroughs and skipped through some playthroughs just to make sure I had everything, I never saw it. So to me, I'm assuming it's just that single race and I just happened to never see it. Bags of content in these games. Oh, there's still a lap left. I just want to get to the cop car race. We did this track in the challenge on the original game as well. Same track. Oh, really? I know, I'm fourth. I'm still amazed. I'm still absolutely amazed. Oh, really? Well, I'm not gonna... Jesus! I want to go here. Just so I can take a screenshot of it and I'll be able to cut it out a bit easier. In fact, let's go this direction. Absolutely incredible. On a model train set, like, it's a great little environment. They never used these cop cars anywhere else. And I obviously never used them for the badges. I don't think I would have used them for the badges. They look a bit of a weird shape in comparison to like the other cars. Like they're a little bit off. Something different about them. Interesting. Really interesting how that's turned out.